Two of the three men who contested the 400-meter hurdles have advanced to the semi-final stage because Malik James King, the former national champion, he did a season's best 48.27 seconds for fourth. There, we're looking at the results, and he advanced to the semi-final round. Rashawn Clark, the reigning national champion, he placed fifth, 48.83 to make progress as one of the fastest losers. But tough luck for Asini Wilson. He ended up eighth in 49.91 seconds. Daniel, this is your cup of tea now. And I thought Asini... But before I come to you, Daniel, we heard from all three Jamaican men after they contested their first round events, heats, in the 400-meter hurdles.
Yeah, I was actually stumbled one of the hurdles on the corner, and to how fast the guy's going, it's hard to even catch back after a stumble. So honestly, I'm grateful because I've been fighting with injury most of this season. The fact that I'm here, I have to thank God, my support team, everything.
After I cleared the first two hurdles, my stripe pattern wasn't the best. As you know, it's a heat, so the race is not going to be as fast as you want. So that's what threw up my stripe pattern, because I couldn't catch a steady stripe pattern because I was switching, and like on the whole back stretch I catch left foot, left foot, left foot. If I catch my right foot now, it will be different, but coming off the curve, knowing I'm going to catch a left foot, threw me off a bit. But in the home stretch, I look across and I saw that I was in third. I never saw the guy on my outside.
Well, the field is rough, but I'm going through a few stuff now. So I just went out there and tried to do my best out there. And that's the result.
You know, care to tell me what kind of stuff? Because I mean, you came in with a season's best 48.42, so close to your personal best as well. So, you know, what exactly are you going through?
I don't really want to say much, but I have a serious issue where I have to get a surgery done. So it is just what it is, you know?
All right, so all three Jamaican men there had their respective challenges, and Daniel, I was saying this is right up your street now, and you heard Malik James King saying it. When you lose momentum, that's going to cost you a lot in an event of this nature. Just assess the performances of the three Jamaican men there for us earlier today.
I think both Malik James King and Rashawn Clark ran well. Asini, he was sort of out of it from the start. He looked pretty winded and fatigued throughout the race, and he shared that he's going through some serious challenges, so that reflected in how well he did. Malik ran a season's best. He hurdled well. He did have a stumble, but he recovered well from it. He had the fifth fastest man in history behind him, Samba from Qatar, and Samba cut the stagger on him very early in the race, and he felt that, he knew it, and he went with the pace, probably why he stumbled and trying to go with Samba, and it paid off for him in the end. And over towards the last hurdle, there were about four guys rushing to fight for that fourth position, and he held it down under pressure, cleared the hurdle, stayed open, and closed well. So I thought it was a good race, and he finished with a season's best.
Yeah, Warren, from what we would have seen, the two Jamaicans remaining in contention, Malik James King and Rashawn Clark, they'll have to make a lot of improvement to remain in contention.
They do. This is one of those races that the field is moving. We have the big tree, but for some reason the big tree don't look so big to me today. But nevertheless, it's four going through, so you know they're seasoned vets, so they know what to do. But what I liked about Malik race is that the last 50 meters he digged and he fought for it. As much as it's a heats, he made sure he got an automatic qualifier, and he showed some determination in pulling through. Yes, he made some mistakes. He's a professional enough that I didn't even notice that he made a stumble. But a valiant effort from him. moving on to Clark, the only thing I didn't like with Clark and to the athletes, them, you have a left, you also have a right. So at least keep on forgetting, if you look left, look right, like you're crossing the road. And that almost cost him a spot. And I know he learned from that, because if he had missed that spot by not looking to his right, he would have very, very well beat himself today. So Clark, if you're listening, look left, look right before you cross the road, and look left, look right before you slow down. But good efforts so far from them. It will take, they will have to pick it up a notch, pick it up 100% to move on to the next round, because this is where the big boys will now drop the fire.
This is a Rashawn Clark race you're looking at here now, Bruce. Warren spoke about the big three not looking so imperious. We'll talk about them, but let's look at Rashawn Clark here.
The big challenge Rashawn has is that he prefers his right leg lead, and he neglected to look both sides. And you know what? You need to just run through. You have a big break until Wednesday before you have to run again, Rashawn. There's none of this easing up and doing the least you can. I know there's this theory that we put the least amount of effort to go through, but the process is you go through first. It's not about, oh, let me jog. And that was a real rookie mistake for the world junior record holder at this event and the Jamaican national record holder. Really disappointed to see that. Thrilled that he made it through, but he's going to end up in either lane 2 or 3 when he goes to the semifinals. And I have not looked, by the way, viewers, but that's just the rules of the game. If you qualify by time, the rules now, Warren and Daniel, you go by time, they're going to put you in the inside lanes.
He is on the inside.
So
you have already checked, Daniel?
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, I don't even have to check. I just know the rule. It's ridiculous. So that he was looking to his left so that he could do as little work as possible. I'm like, not here. Let us look at what the men and the women did in the 400s yesterday. They pushed all the way because they know they have a full day's break to recover. And Rashawn did not like those 10, 15 minutes. In fact, I didn't like them either, sitting, waiting. Because, you know, we wake up in the morning and we're watching.
Warren spoke about the big three, Bruce. I thought Rai Benjamin looked totally in command. Dos Santos looked very good to me. Probably Varholm looked a little, Warren, you spoke about the big three. Let me put it back to you. I thought Varholm looked probably a little conservative in the last half of his race. But the other two, Rai Benjamin and Dos Santos, looked in command to me.
One thing I'll tell you about the Viking, the Viking, he's a hunter and he's a killer. He does what he always needs to do to get to the next round. So that's why I'm not judging this as much, because he will always advance to each round with as little energy as possible, and he did just that. But one thing I will say, moving back to what Bruce said, is during these championships and during certain events, the athletes have to remember, I call them a tryhards. You will have people who are tryhards. They will push through the line, whether they have a slow PB or not, because all they're thinking about that this run is their last run. Mm-hmm. So I tell all athletes, run through the line, because in every single event there are tryhards, and you cannot let the tryhards who are just trying to compete at them best every single time get you out. But nevertheless, Rai looks good. Looks good out of the big three. Santos, as I say, Santos, the big three, they are reserving their energy now, but nevertheless, let's see the second round.
Yeah, man, no problem. And talking about this big screen, how we remember Budapest or Tokyo 2021, Sharika Jackson taking a glance, and that really cost her big time.